What's up, YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Cooking with Calvin. Today we're gonna do tomahawk steaks on the grill, indirect cooking. I have two tomahawk steaks that I got from Costco's. They came in a pack of two. I spent about $65 on them, and we're gonna do unique today. So one gonna be mid-rare, the other one is gonna be mid-well. We're gonna marinate the mid-well steak. So just dry these steaks off as well as you can, because you don't want no moisture, because we're gonna actually sear these. So I got my steaks dried off, and I took one to marinate for 2 hours. So I'm gonna show you how to make this marinade. It's very simple. I took a cup of Italian dressing and I put that in a cooking dish and just poured it all in there. I also took 3 teaspoons of W sauce. I added that to my marinade as well. I added 3 teaspoons of olive oil to my marinade. Got that all in. After that, I did add some onion powder, about 2 teaspoons, and 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And remember, all of the complete recipe, the exact measurements, will be in the description, y'all. Go check that out. I took a half a lemon, squeezed that in, and also a half a kiwi, and I got that in just to get the acid and the acidity going on with my marinade. I took a few stalks of thyme, rosemary. This rosemary right here. I took a few stalks of rosemary and just got everything mixed really well. And then I'm gonna get that steak in and we're gonna marinate it, y'all. Now, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and salt this steak while it's in the marinade. And I lightly salted it. I'm not going to salt it really heavy like I'm going to do the medium well ribeye. I also had another steak, just a boneless ribeye that I had laying around. I thought I would marinate that as well. So I did lightly salt this because we're going to use some seasoning right before we put it on the grill. So I got that in the ice box, and now I have the other cowboy steak that I'm gonna do mid-well. I'm gonna season this one kinda heavily, y'all, with kosher salt. And I season all sides, the fat cap and both flat sides of the ribeye. Okay, y'all, now that we have the ribeye seasoned with salt, we're going to hit it with some black pepper. And I'm just going to nicely coat all sides, including the fat cap of this ribeye. And then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it sit for 2 hours. Basically, I'm dry brining it. Okay, now after I dry brined the steak in the refrigerator for 2 hours, now I'm going to hit the steak and coat it with garlic powder to give me some more flavor. And I'm also going to hit it with some seasoning, like a rub. You can use any seasonings that you like. But while I have that sitting, I wanted to make some butter, compound butter for my steak. So I took 2 garlic cloves and I minced them really fine. I left them kind of nice size, but I chopped them up. And it's a stick of butter, one stick of butter that I put in the bowl, and I left it out till it got room temperature. I added my garlic cloves that I chopped up. Then I'm gonna add a half a lemon, squeeze that juice in. I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, about 3 teaspoons of chopped up parsley. I'm going to cut up some rosemary, about 2 teaspoons of rosemary, put that in, and I'm also going to sprinkle some thyme in it. This was very, very delicious. Now, if you sit your stick of butter out until it's room temperature, it'll be really easy to mix these herbs and ingredients up pretty well. Get it mixed up pretty well. And then I'm going to take some saran wrap, wrap the butter in it, and sit it in the refrigerator until those steaks are done. This was very, very delicious, y'all. And I will have the exact measurements to everything in the description, y'all. So go check that out. All right, I'm in the backyard with my offset smoker, but we're not gonna offset this. It's kind of offset, it's indirect. I have my chimney, and I just lit a fire starter up under my chimney with my charcoal in it. While that's getting hot for about 15 minutes, I'm gonna take those steaks out, the ones that I marinated, and I'm just gonna dry these off and season them up. I already put a little salt on them, so I'm not going to put too much more salt on them, but I am going to hit them with some seasoning that I have. Now I have all 3 steaks seasoned up, marinated, and ready. The first one is just a boneless ribeye. The second one is a tomahawk steak that I marinated. And then the third one, the one that I'm seasoning now, is the one that I'm going to do well done with just salt, pepper, and garlic. And this everything season that I like. You can use any seasoning that you have. But this particular season is called everything season. And it's really delicious. It gives it a nice smoky taste. Now that my chimney is nice and hot and my charcoals are gray and red and ready, I put those to one side of my smoker. And then I have lump charcoal as well, if I didn't mention that. Then I added more lump charcoal on the top of those coals and just let that get hot. And you'll also see me close the grill, but don't close the grill, leave it open. I also added some chunks of mesquite wood on top of my charcoal. See right there, don't close it, let it get hot as possible. You want that temperature at about 500 degrees because we're gonna sear these steaks and get a nice crust on each side. And as you can see, I seared them one way for 2.5 minutes. I seared them another way, I turned them for 2.5 minutes, and I turned it over for 2.5 minutes, and then I turned it again for 2.5 minutes, and then I set that to the cool side where the meat will finish smoking. So the medium rare tomahawk that I have, I'm going to take that steak off at 125 degrees because I want it medium rare, and then I'm going to rest it for 10 minutes, and that steak will cook even a little bit more to about 130. The medium well or the well done, I cooked that steak till it was 155, 150. On the grill, and when I took it off, it rested for 10 minutes, and that temperature rised it rose to about 160, 165. So this was medium well done. Also, I have my remoteless thermometer that I'm going to put in for meat. So I have an app on my phone where I can monitor the temperature of these steaks. They come in real handy, but you can also use just a handheld thermometer to make sure that your temperatures are right. All right, I'm going to close this down, and when these temperatures came up to temp, this is my mid-rare right here. It came out to about 125, 127 degrees. Cut that bone off, then I'll cut this steak up, and you will see it's nice, pink, and juicy for those mid-rare lovers. And then we'll chop this mid-well one up, and we'll compare them, y'all. Now, I know I don't have any gloves on, but I can guarantee you guys that my hands are clean. I ran out of gloves, but I would always wear gloves if I was cooking for someone else. But since I'm at home and I'm eating this, it's all good. Okay, there y'all have it. The perfectly rare to medium rare tomahawk steak, perfectly seasoned and perfectly cooked on that grill, perfectly seared. This was delicious. I got that tomahawk butter that I spread it around on it, and it was amazing. Okay, now let's compare that one to the medium well to well done tomahawk steak as well. I took it off the grill at about 155 degrees, let it rest for about 15 minutes. That temperature rose up to around 160 to 165. This is well done, y'all. Thick and juicy. It took about an hour to get that temperature, but don't worry about time. Use your thermometer and get your temperatures right. We're gonna slice this one up and we're gonna compare them, y'all. Which do you like, mid-rare or well done? Okay, y'all, I want to thank y'all for participating with me on this cook, because we have a lot of people that don't like well-done steaks. We have a lot of people that don't like mid-rare steaks, y'all. But I thought I would do both, and I thought I would compare them. They both were very, very delicious. I like a medium steak myself. My daughter likes medium to mid-well. So we ate real good tonight, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the channel, y'all. And don't forget, when this channel becomes monetized, I will be giving away $500. So make sure you get to it to get to that bag. Thank y'all for coming out and rocking with me. Until next time, Cooking with Calvin.